Coming up, Bring Your Kids to Work Day. We're celebrating this annual tradition with a special episode of Nightly News Kids Edition. So say hello to our all-kids studio audience. Then pop quiz lightning round. Also, this is great. We've got penguins in the studio, and we want to tell you about everything we've learned about these fascinating birds. And yes, they are birds. Plus, calling all you Wicked fans, one of the stars of Wicked will be here to answer your questions about the movie and what's next. And meet the Harlem Globetrotters. They will dazzle us with their awe-inspiring tricks, and they'll share their important message for kids. All that and more coming up on a special episode of Nightly News Kids Edition.
This is NBC Nightly News Kids Edition.
Welcome to a special Nightly News Kids Edition. I'm Lester Holt. It is great to be with you guys here. We have switched things up. You probably noticed we are in a different studio at Rockefeller Center and have an all-kids audience with us in honor of Bring Your Kids to Work Day here at NBC. So let me officially welcome you guys to NBC. Hope you've been having a fun time. We're going to have a lot of fun. We have penguins in the house. We have one of the stars of the movie Wicked. We've got the Harlem Globetrotters and much more. So this is going to be a great time. We also have a sketch artist with us. Say hello to Rebecca Miller from New York Sketches. She's going to be hanging around. She's going to be here capturing a little bit of the activity today. We'll take a peek earlier, but I'm taking a peek right now. You've already got like a third of it done here. So we're going to check in with her a little bit later to see some of her work. All right, this week marks World Penguin Day. Did you know there was such a thing, World Penguin Day? It's a time to learn more about these unique birds. Let's say hello to Nicole Ginsburg, penguin supervisor at Jenkins Aquarium in New Jersey. She has brought several of her friends with us. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
You brought, looks like 3 penguins. Who are they?
We did. We brought a few of our ladies from the aquarium. This here is Lilo. My friend over here on the left, this is Dassin, and this is actually Dassin's daughter, Betty. So Dassin brought her kid to work today, too.
They seem curious. I'm looking at them, kind of looking around, taking in all you guys. Are they very curious creatures?
They are definitely very curious. Our girls, actually all of our penguins, are trained to be ambassadors, so they're used to coming and doing these types of programs to help educate about the importance of conservation.
And at the aquarium, people get to come see them up close. Do they seem to enjoy being the center of attention?
I do think, especially these ladies in particular, that's why they were chosen today. They are definitely superstars. Miss Dassin here is one of our biggest divas, to say the least.
And I pointed out in the introduction, they are, in fact, birds.
Yes, they are.
But they don't fly.
They do not fly.
But the rumor is if you put them in a pool or you put them out in the water someplace, they're going to take off.
They will. It's almost like they're flying underwater. See, she agreed.
What was that? Did she make a noise?
She's agreeing.
Okay.
She said, I'm really good at swimming. But yeah, they're fantastic swimmers, so they can catch the food they eat, which is fish.
And then where do we find these particular penguins? Because I know there are many different varieties around the world.
There are. So these penguins in particular are South African penguins, also known as black-footed penguins, and they're found on the southern coast of Africa.
Are their populations sufficient right now, or are they under some kind of a threat?
So unfortunately, these penguins have been classified as critically endangered.
Not these particular ones, but they're...
No, yes, our girls are doing pretty well in human care because they get good quality food, they get medicine every day, good water quality. Their wild cousins out in South Africa are having some issues finding food for themselves because of human-related causes.
You want to take a question from the audience?
Absolutely.
I think we have got... Who do we have? Mickey. Oh, Mickey. Hey, Mickey, do you have a question?
What are groups of penguins called?
What are groups of penguins called? Great question. So we refer to our penguins as a colony, but they're also been called rookeries as well. But we call our group a colony.
And by the way, am I looking, are those, I'm getting a closer look at, those are feathers?
Yes,
it's like a regular bird.
Oh yeah, covered in hundreds and hundreds of feathers all over their bodies.
All right. Well, thanks so much for bringing them by. It's fun to have them visitors. I've heard several people in the building today. I hear there are penguins in the building.
It's pretty unbelievable,
Not something
right?
that happens around here very often. So we appreciate
well, we're
you
happy
bringing
to
your
be
friends.
here.
It's Tom Kelly in the meantime. That's good. Thank you. All right, now let's put you to the test with our special pop quiz live, and we want you all to take part. So here's the deal. You should have 2 cards beneath your seats. One says A, the other has a letter B. So when I ask a question, you can either select answer A or B by holding up the card to answer. Okay, you guys ready? Yeah. All right. Okay, the first question, what letter is not in any state name? Is it A, Q, or B, Z? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it.
A, B, B, B.
Hold them high. All right, you ready for the answer? The answer is A, the letter Q. The letter Q is not in any of the 50 different state names. Every other letter of the alphabet shows up at least once. Believe it or not, that stumped me. I was in my office going, I don't know the answer to that one, but now we do. All right, now I want to bring in our good pal, Dr. John Torres, for the second pop quiz live question. Dr. John, great to have you on. Thanks so much for being here. All right, take it away.
All right. So I'm the doctor, so I'm going to ask you a doctor question. What's the largest organ in the human body? A, the brain, or B, your skin? Let's see.
B. Feels like a trick question to me.
We're not fooling many people at all. It is your skin, you're right. I want to tell you a couple of things about your skin because most of us don't even realize it's an organ. Not only is it your biggest organ, but it does 5 important things for you. Number 1, it protects you from germs, from chemicals, from the sun. A lot of protection on your skin, which is why you want to take care of it. Number 2, it helps you regulate your temperature. So if it's really hot outdoors, you're going to sweat. That's your skin trying to cool you off. Number 3, sensation. So when I touch something or touch somebody, I can feel it through my skin, and that's important for every day going around doing the things you do. Number 4, vitamin D. Absorbing vitamin D is important, especially when you're a kid, to make sure you have strong bones when you're an adult later on. And number 5, hydration, meaning it keeps you from dehydrating. So you want to make sure that your skin is safe and intact. It doesn't just hold your guts inside, it does a lot of other cool things too.
That's a great answer. I learned a lot there, as always. Dr. John, thanks very much. Okay, I'll have you step to this side because our next question is going to come from our pal at WNBC here in New York, Dave Price. Dave.
Hey, how are you? What's going on, Lester?
Thanks for coming back. Did you know about the skin and the...
I just learned a lot more. I learned a lot more about state names. I'm picking up a lot of information.
And we're going to learn a lot from you now.
All right, let's talk a little bit about this. Now, here's the question, boys and girls. Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah! Thunder happens before lightning. A is true, B is false. Put those hands up. A is true, B is false. And the answer is B. Now, let me explain this. Thunder actually happens almost at the same time as lightning, but because the speed of light is so quick, you're going to see lightning first because sound takes longer to travel. So you hear that later. Now listen, you can hear thunder and you can hear lightning and you can get a storm almost anywhere on Earth. So let's talk a little bit about all of this, all right? Let's go through the details right now. All right, everyone ready?
Take a break here.
All right, it's so great to be back here. Let's talk a little bit about science, all right? Let's move on here and talk a little bit about how the weather works. Around the world, lightning strikes all the time. Every single moment of every single day of every single year. That's right, all right? Even here in the studio, you can hear it. And you can see lightning too. You see, it does happen all the time. It all begins in a really big and unusually angry cloud called a cumulonimbus cloud. Now, here's where it gets really science-y. So, ooh. Say it again, ooh. That's right. So negative charges form at the bottom of a cloud, the very, very bottom of a cloud. And then they rise, and they rise, and they rise to meet positive charges up at the top of a cloud. And they're a little bit like bits of energy that kind of balance out and come together to build something really, really dramatically big. And they wind up producing that's right, a lightning bolt. And lightning is the sudden discharge of static electricity from a cloud, what was that? Kind of like the static electricity caused by rubbing a balloon on your head. All right, so I know we have a couple of junior meteorologists out there in the audience. Do we have you with a balloon? All right, if you have a balloon, take it out, all right, and let's talk about how static electricity happens. Rub it on your head. Here we go. Rub it on your head. Rub, 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 rub. And then look at that. Static electricity is formed. We created that same science that really works in a storm cloud. And lightning can flash within a cloud. It can go from cloud to cloud, or even strike from a cloud to the ground. So now what we're going to do, we're going to make thunder. All right, is everyone ready? I want you to go under your seats. We've put a bag under your seats. Now, this is where, boys and girls, you really have to pay attention, because we're going to make one big, big, big clap of thunder, all right? So everyone, take your bag, put it up to your face, and blow into it and kind of fill it up, all right? And then squeeze it closed and just wait. Blow into it. Squeeze that bag, and when I yell thunder, you smash the bag. Ready? Okay, you're not ready. Are you ready now? Are you ready now? In 3, 2, 1, thunder! Oh, we're doing science, and now, isn't that cool? All right, now I want to remind you of one quick thing. You can use thunder to tell how far away a storm is. Next time you see a storm, count the number of seconds between when you see the lightning and when you hear the thunder. Take the number, divide by 5, and that's how far away the storm is. Thank you, Lester. This has been a lot of fun being out here. Dr. John, always good to see you.
That was fun.
There we go.
So that's true. 5, count the seconds after the flash.
You count the number, you divide by 5, and there you have it. That's how far away the storm is.
I will use that next time, because summer's coming.
You betcha.
Lots of thunderstorms. All right, Dr. John, Dave, kids, great. Thanks so much. This next segment is for you. I'm thrilled to welcome the actress who plays the role of Nessa Rose in Wicked, Marissa Bode. Thank you for coming on. Here she comes. Welcome to NBC Nightly News Kids Edition. It's great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
So I'm wondering, I mean, we all know now this has become a huge hit of a movie, but when you were shooting it, did you get a sense that this was going to be a very, very special film?
I think so. I mean, the musical's already so beloved, but really shooting over there, it felt so close-knit and so small. It was almost weird to think that the whole world is going to see this as well, even though I knew that's what I was going in to do. But
were there any moments that stood out during the shooting that you'll take away from this?
Oh my gosh, a number, and my answer definitely always changes. But shooting the dance scene and Dancing for Life was so much fun, and dancing like that I've never done in my entire life, and that's something I'm definitely going to keep with me.
And there's a moment, you do your own stunts here, there's a moment you're flying at Shiz University, I think. Tell me about that. What was that like?
That was so fun. I know some people are afraid of heights. I am not one of those people. I loved being in the air, being in a harness and on wires. That was the toughest acting part I think I had to do playing Nessa Rose, was pretending like I wasn't having fun, because it was the best time.
So tell me about your character in the film.
Yeah, Nessa, what she really wants is truly to feel seen for her as a person. And I think growing up with somebody, one that is also different as her and Elphaba already have this beautiful sisterly bond in that way, while at the same time she hates that attention being on her, which I think is also why when you see the dance scene and Elphaba is being teased, she doesn't stand up for her right away, even when she maybe should, but she's not there yet in terms of feeling like she has the confidence to do so and to stand out in that way specifically just yet.
All right, you want to take a couple audience questions?
I would love to.
Let's
take
do
a
that. I
couple
think we've got
audience
Hudson
questions.
standing by there with a question. What do you got, Hudson?
What was your favorite scene that you were in Wicked?
Well, I think my favorite scene was the dance scene, but my favorite scene that Nessa was in, also known as younger Nessa, was probably seeing younger Nessa saying her one little yeah, because she's just a super sweet kid. I love her and her family so deeply. So I think that was one of my favorite parts in general.
Great. We have another question. I think Lydia is standing by there.
What did it feel like to audition for a movie?
What did it feel like to audition for a movie? Well, specifically because it's Wicked and it's something as big as Wicked, it was a lot of pressure for sure. But because I love music and musicals so much, and I've always loved The Wizard of Oz, and I loved seeing Wicked for the first time when I was like 11, 12 years old, being a part of this was so big, and just, I feel so lucky, truly.
Yeah, in this film, you inspired a lot of kids who have never had a chance to see themselves in quite this way.
Yeah.
Is that something you've come to accept and understand, that, you know, a lot of kids look at you and go, wow, you know, thank you for representing?
Yeah, totally. I really did not grow up with a lot of representation of myself in the media or just disabled people in general. And unfortunately, there's a lot of, or I should say a lack of, education surrounding disability in schools. So it seemed like something that was a lot scarier than it actually is, and that I know it to be now. And I think also feeling a little bit isolated, or maybe being in an area where there aren't a whole lot of disabled people, it can feel jarring and lonely in that sense. So to be Nessa on screen for other disabled people and other disabled kids who may not have other disabled friends just yet, or be surrounded by other disabled people within their community, I think that's very impactful and important to them.
Yeah. We should note there is going to be a sequel
Yes.
to this film.
Yes.
How excited are you about it? And is there anything you might want to share about it?
There's a lot more singing to be done for sure. And I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to hear, because I really have not heard any of the singing yet for Act 2 from my fellow peers. And I'm really excited to see and hear them sing and see their performance. I'm most excited about that.
I'm always curious about this, to someone in a movie like this. Do you find yourself singing the music when you're by yourself?
Yes. Yeah, honestly, my dad sings more than I do,
Really?
to be fair. Yes, he has that soundtrack on repeat. It will likely be on his Spotify Wrap for sure.
I think he is not alone. It is so great to see you. Congratulations on the film. And I think there's already a lot of excitement building about the sequel, so we'll look for that as well.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Thanks so much. All right, we are back, and I'm joined now by Dr. John Torres. Great to have you along. You've been a part of this show from the very beginning. It's
Day
so
one.
fun to have you along. We're going to check in with our artist, Rebecca Miller from New York Sketches. You've been drawing away. We've been gabbing here. What kind of things have you been drawing?
I drew Marissa and the penguins.
You got a lot done.
Yeah.
Well, it is great to have you here. So our next guest right now, see if you can draw them, because they're in perpetual motion. They combine show-stopping tricks and choreography along with athletic skill and some mesmerizing moves. They're known around the world and will be celebrating their 100th anniversary next year. Please join me in welcoming speedy artists Jet Rivers and Splash Bright Jr. of the Harlem Globetrotters.
Let's go, hop that thing. Hop that thing. Let me see that thing. Oh, yeah. Come on, clap. Hey. Hey. Handle that thing. Handle it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Thing, baby. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Woo. Woo.
Hey, let me show you how that dip. Move up.
Yeah.
Boom. I got you.
I'm out of here.
Yup, you out of there. Pow, 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 pow.
Woo. That was hard.
Come on. Hey. Hey.
Woo. Oh, yeah. Slow. Oh, that's pretty fast.
Little fast. But you gonna get him right back. You gonna get him right back. Handle that thing. Let me see you do that tap thing you do. I like the tap. Tap. That's my job. What's up? Come on over here with me. You gonna get you in the mix. Wow. 1, 2, one more. 3. Time special, Jet. Come on. Come on over here with me, Ron.
All right.
Second. Here we go. Look at that. I'm gonna step down for you right here.
Catch that thing.
Come on over here, Lefty. Right here. Now we're gonna make you the star of the show.
All right.
Hold your finger up just like this.
Right.
Nice and strong. Come on, give him more energy, more energy. Don't move.
Look at that. Whoa. All right. Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness, that is amazing. Is that a regular basketball?
Absolutely.
Is there a secret thread that runs through all these tricks you do?
Well, I mean, the only secret is a lot of practice, a lot of effort, just putting your mind to it, being able to do it every single day.
Yeah, a lot of practice.
I can juggle. You can really juggle.
I can juggle.
You can juggle walls up, down, all sorts of ways.
Up, down, all sorts of ways. 2 basketballs, 3 basketballs.
Practice as well, right?
Practice.
Exactly.
What is it now? You're also talking. You're keeping up a steady dialogue during all that. What's that about?
It's called chatter. You know, we like to have fun while we're doing what we love. Not only getting the fans and the crowd involved when we're playing in games, but also just to keep us going. You know, we play almost every day. So to have that kind of spirit and to be able to talk to each other while we're doing what we love every single day, it just makes it that much more
And you're
fun.
part of, there's a bigger group, right?
Absolutely.
Do you still play regular 5-on-5 games?
Yeah, we get it in. We get it in.
Make
no mistake.
And what's your advantage when you're playing another team?
Say that one more time?
What's your advantage when you're playing another team?
Oh, the advantage of playing another team is just, competing, just going up and down on the court, and just having fun with it, honestly.
Yeah, there's a reason they call you the Globetrotters, because you've been all over the world.
What's something kids might not know about the Harlem Globetrotters?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Great question.
Something they might not know is that we're all like a family. I mean, we're on the road for 5.5, 6 months at a time. So we kind of just grow into each other, and we see each other as brothers and sisters.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. And then when you're traveling, are you constantly thinking of new things you can do with the ball?
Absolutely. I mean, 99 years of tradition and history. Next year, we're going to be celebrating our 100th anniversary. So trying to keep it fresh and continue to be innovative as we've been for 99 years is a challenge. But, guys like Jet, Splash, and myself, doing it every single day.
Because when I was a kid, I used to try that very thing, and I could get maybe 2-3 seconds, and
So, what's the hardest trick you guys have ever performed?
Oh man,
I can't tell you. I think I would just have to show you.
Right.
And I think for me, it have to be. And let me know what you guys think. This was probably one of the hardest. Around.
That.
He can go faster and faster and faster and faster.
Notice
How was that? How was
I'm
that?
backing up, That's very good.
How about your favorite one?
Well, I like this one right here. I kind of started like this, and I throw it up, and I catch it like that.
And then we
Let me give it to him
transfer
again.
that, switch it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give it to him again. Give it to him again. There you go.
Yeah.
Like that.
And for kids who do want to try this at home, or certainly have a basketball career, what's your advice?
Well, I think the main thing is to always practice on your craft. Got to put in the countless hours. The only way you can get better at something is if you do it repeatedly, over and over and over, and if you do it the right way. So get the reps in, stay dedicated, stay in the gym.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, it's so great to have you here. And, John, thanks for joining us
Yeah,
here.
definitely.
That is going to do it for us. Thanks, everyone. Take care of yourselves and each other. So long.
Hold up, hold up.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.